my Facebook friends and you knew who I was and you saw me naked and all of that. That's what happened, Ashton. Is that what happened? 2 years ago, 2019. This time, 2019. Sweetheart, I don't want you DMing me any videos. Honestly, if you have a video of me naked, that's even more reason for you to buy me a computer. You already got what you wanted in exchange. If that's the alleged truth, you already got what you wanted. So, where my computer at, boo? Where's the Mac? Where's the Mac? For those of you on Facebook that are watching, I've been on Instagram Live since I went dead the last time. There's a young man in here. His name is Ashton, allegedly, supposedly. There's a young man in here. His name is Ashton. I said, oh, so I casually said someone should buy me a computer. And he volunteered as tribute. Then he asked what he was going to get in exchange. And I said, you'll get the pleasure of seeing Reading with Miss Taylor Said in high quality. So now he's telling me, um, you can, sweetheart, revenge porn is a crime. So if you send anybody a video of me naked, it's a literal crime and you will be arrested and I will press charges. So please try me today. Try, do it. Do it. I have a beautiful body, so you can send a naked video of me to anybody that you want to. I have a beautiful body. Do it. I don't care. I know that I don't, though, sweetheart. Anyway, there's a nigga trolling over here, and he's saying he got a naked video of me from when I Snapchat called him 2 years ago. But 2 years ago, I was in an abusive relationship with someone, and I was living with him, not Snapchat calling anyone. But hey, 2 years ago, oh, I know that it happened. Okay, okay, I know that it happened. Okay, Ashton. Well, Ashton, is if that's your real name, because I don't know no niggas named Ashton. So if that's your real name, why don't you put a profile pic up? Put a profile pic up, baby. Put a profile pic up. Do it. Okay, baby. Well, regardless, you can go ahead and cash out me that money for the Mac and for that free video that you got, allegedly. Um, you see, this is the number sign, not the number sign, excuse me, the money sign, TSCOPE 91 on Cash App. Okay, now you go ahead and have yourself a blessed night. Let's see. And we're going to, hey y'all, can you do me a favor and report the comments? Can y'all do me a favor and report his comments where he's alleging that he has naked videos of me? Oh man, this is wild. This is wild. Hey Facebook, I hope y'all doing all right. I guess we'll go into this actually nah, I ain't in that kind of mood. I got other stuff to do. Hide the video. Oh dang. Dang, I got him out of here, y'all. I got him out of here. So I can't see the comments. I hope y'all reported them comments. Let's see. Anyway, hey y'all. I'm gonna close this out and then thank you, friend. I'm gonna close this out and then I'm gonna open it back up for the show so that I don't run out of time on Instagram. Okay, so I'll see y'all in like 5 seconds. Thank y'all. I love y'all. Bye. Mm, yeah, how do I do this? Hey y'all. So sorry, Sarante. Just to catch you up, there was a troll in the Instagram comments. My computer died. My computer died because I forgot to plug it in, and while I moved everything, I got everything plugged up except for my computer. So my computer died. And then in the Instagram comments, there was somebody that offered to buy me a computer and then asked me what, what he'll get in exchange for it. But he was dumbfounded when he found out that he wasn't going to get anything in exchange for it. Uh, Everything's moving slow today. It's as if the show doesn't want to happen. It's as if the show doesn't want to happen. Everything's moving slow today. He came to the wrong show, expecting any. Yeah, he really did. Mm. I need y'all to know that this guy right here he is. The only message that I got from him was, "You're so sexy," on February 4th. Let's look at his account. Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah. Report him. Inappropriate. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're just gonna go back. Report account. Um, mm, can't like they're not giving me good reasons to report it, so I'm just gonna block him. There we go. Dismiss. All right. All right. Let's do this again. Let's do this again. Start all over. Shall we? Let us start all over. Welcome in, y'all. They are very weird. People are very, very weird. People are very odd, very strange. Mm, all right. We should be good over here on Instagram. We're over here on Instagram. Fantastic. And we're live on Facebook. We finally got everything corrected and fine. As y'all can notice, I am sitting at a new set. It's not really a new set. I just moved from my kitchen to my couch. But I moved my sign and I put some lights over here, and now I only have flowers here. There will occasionally be a plant or whatever, but you know, just having ourselves a grand old time. Welcome in. Hey, welcome back. We're doing this again. Try it again. Part two. Second attempt. Take two. Um, I want to get into the book, and I really, really want to get into the book, but I want to address why I did not do the show yesterday and didn't do any announcements, because y'all know at the very least I'll do an announcement. But oh yeah, he gains nothing but trouble harassing me, Sorante. That's what happens. He don't gain nothing but trouble. But I want to address why I wasn't here on what day was it? Monday, yesterday. Also, let me share this on Facebook because I do need my show to be on my personal feed. I need my show to be on my personal feed. And yeah. Anyway, sorry y'all for all of this. All of this is just so, everything today has been so complicated and involved, and it literally doesn't have to be, but it is because Mercury is in Gatorade, and here we are. Here we are. And Lehman said he a little boy. Lehman a grown man, and he said, "You know what? I'm working on getting you a computer." That's what he said. All right. Um, but I've had plenty of people tell me they was gonna do plenty of things. You know what I'm saying, y'all? I had plenty of people tell me they was gonna do plenty of things. So who knows what anybody's gonna do? If I could just share this video, we can really truly get started. If I could just share the video, we can really get started. If I could just share it, we can get started for real. And it'll be great. Share now. Oh man. All right. So, um, hey friend, we're back. We're back and we're in here. Um, so I am sharing this as a moment of transparency, and because y'all have seen me cry about money on here, y'all have seen me be happy when certain people pop up in my comments and just glow with joy and things like that. And I mean, I talk very candidly about my life and the things I've experienced and the people that are in it. So I want to be very clear about why I wasn't here yesterday because it's important and it was a big moment for me. So Sunday, we know what Sunday was. Sunday was Valentine's Day. Sunday was Valentine's Day, baby. And I just knew, especially because Sunday was Valentine's Day and it was Sunday. And me and my man, okay, me and my man, Wednesdays and Sundays, every Wednesday and Sunday, that's us. Our weeks may be busy, but I'm guaranteed my Wednesdays and my Sundays with my man. Oh yes, it was an agreement we made early on. Agreements, they're funny. That's the book that we're reading. We're reading the Four Agreements here on Reading with Miss Taylor Said, and we're gonna finish it. We're gonna finish it, but I gotta get this out. Um, so Sunday, I waited. I waited for 9 hours. I waited for 9 hours for him to show up. I was able to get up, get my day started, take a shower, go to the store because I was told I don't really do Valentine's Day like that. I don't really do Valentine's Day like that. And last year didn't really have an opportunity to do it cuz he was working. I surprised him at his business that he owns because he's a teacher. He teaches martial arts. So he was teaching his class, and I surprised him at his business with a basket that I ordered from a small black-owned business. There was this lady that used to come into my job, and she and her daughter would come in there, and they sold like chocolate-covered pretzels and little desserts and treats and stuff. And they would come in and have a bucket of them, and they come in almost every week, and I'd buy some whenever I had some loose change on me or whatever, but most of the time I would just cash app her and everything. So then she decided she was gonna do a Valentine's basket. So I did the Valentine's basket. I was like, I'm gonna get a basket for my man. Yeah, and then we could share it, it's gonna be cute. And I got it for him, and he took it home to his girlfriend last year in 2020. So this year, when I was texting him, hey, 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 where are you? Are you coming still? Where you going, man? Where you at, man? She texted me back and said he was in their bed that they share because they're together. And upon further conversation, they've been together for 10 years, not one hand, but both hands, all the fingers, 10 years. So, my neighbors are loud. Anyway, so Drop his full name and social in the comments. I'm trying to see something. Oh. Oh man. Man. I'm not ready to do that yet, friend. I'm not ready to do that yet. I'm not ready to do that yet. Because this is not fun right now. I'm not ready to do that yet. Because honestly, I'm not ready to do that for that woman's sake. For her sake. Because what in the acrimony hell happened? What in the acrimony hell happened? Come to find out, it was not just me, it was multiple people. And conveniently, I live 8 minutes from his house and 2 minutes from his academy. So, right in between academy and house, stop on by, see Taylor, spend some time with her, and get on home. And me, because of the fact that I had just gotten out of an abusive relationship for 6 years, and I needed my space to think, clear my mind, and all that stuff. I was like, you know what my explanation was for why I couldn't see him that much, and why I was okay with his busy, busy life, and him, because his mom is sick. Oh, that's the other thing. His mother's sick. His mother, his mother needs around the clock care. Mm-hmm. And he got that woman at home taking care of his mama. He got that woman at home taking care of his mama right now. And again, I'm not gonna drop no names because I ain't trying to ruin that woman's life more than he already has. Um. Anyway, she said drop the name, the address, and the name of the business. Girl, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that to her. It's literally her. Now, if she chooses to stay with him, I sure hate it for her. Oh, Sarante says, so that's two men I gotta hunt down. Listen, Sarante. I told you, 2 minutes from my house. So if you just come to my house, I can point you direction to 2 minutes up the road and you'll be able to. You are hearing that right. You're hearing that right. You're hearing that right. Oh man, Jaleesa, you are making me laugh, girl. You're making me laugh, girl. Sorry, the comments are fun on both sides. So, you know, I am who I am. And my intuition works in the way that it does. So there was a part of me that knew. Thank you. Thank you, Lamont. There's a part of me that is I'm hurt, obviously. Very hurt. And y'all, I have been planning meticulous details of of what our lives were going to look like. We were talking and when I say we ain't just do the talk about kids names and stuff, we were talk I can send you the website and it has the full schedule. Sarante. um I the particulars, we talked extensively about children, how we were going to raise them. He constantly, every day, he talked about wanting to get me pregnant. Every day, wanting to trap me. Said that the way that he was going to propose to me, he, jokingly, and now it seems fucking crazy, but it was a good joke that we all could laugh on. Um, Jokingly said, because he said he claimed to use chloroform before when he worked security at the bars and stuff, used it on people before. Said that he would chloroform me. He said, how I'm gonna propose to you is I'm gonna chloroform you, and then when you wake up, we're gonna be at the wedding because I have everything planned out. I mean, it was a joke, but it was always that was the reference. That was I'm getting some chloroform. You already know what time it is if I'm getting some chloroform. Crazy, psychotic, fucking sociopath. But she sent me a picture of a love letter that somebody else sent him. in December. And, just there was so many details, so many things, so many moments that broke her heart and my heart as well. There's so many different things that happened that broke her heart and my heart as well. And I it's one terrible scary joke. It really is. And I'm doing this so that I can move on, because what I endured in the physically abusive relationship that I had for 6 years is something I'm still unpacking. And while I was unpacking that, I thought I was with someone that I trusted, because I'm telling y'all know, let me tell you how comfortable we were in our relationship, okay? We were so comfortable. You know that whole like leaving the door open when you're using the bath? Well, except he never left the door open. He never left the door open. He left the door closed. But leaving the door open when you're using the bathroom, talking to each other from the bathroom, talking about the fact that y'all using the bathroom and going number two and all that stuff. Like, you don't do that. I didn't comfortably do that in the 6 year relationship I had until year two, until we were living together. And even when we were living together, I was like, I'll wait till you get to work to use the bathroom. Like, I did not, in a live in relationship. This is somebody that would just come hang out. So I pray. I'm genuinely praying for myself, for the woman I know is being directly affected by his sociopathy. And I will be praying for the other women that are being victimized by him as well. I'll be praying for the other women that are being victimized by him as well. Him, all the women that he screwed over, may their ancestors be vengeful and show no mercy, including mine. His friends that were complicit and knew what he was doing and watched him do that to all these women, same goes to them. May the ancestors of all those women, and my ancestors included, and the spirit guides and the angels. I ain't even gonna call this favor into God. I ain't even gonna call this favor into God, because he got bigger things to worry about than this pathetic sociopath, this pathetic, pitiful, disgusting sociopath. He got better things to worry about. So, and the funny thing is about all of this is that he believes in the get got system. The if you get me, you got to get God. The get got system. He believes in the get got system. And wow, this is one hell of a get to the wrong motherfucker. For those of you that are just coming in, just give you a brief overview. Of course, you can watch the playback for more details. Talking about why I wasn't doing the show yesterday. The reason I didn't do the show yesterday was because I was processing and, going through mentally, going through it, because my life for the last year and a half has been a lie. Well, my relationship for the last year and a half has been a lie. And I found out that the man that I've been dating for the last year and a half um, had a whole girlfriend of 10 years at the house, taking care of his sick mom, while he was out with me and downtown at bars and chasing other women and chasing me and telling me he loves me, planning to marry me, planning children, showing me a house that he wants to buy to move us in. Showing me a house he wants to buy to move us in. What else did he do? He drove me around to his old neighborhood. He drove me around to the neighborhood he grew up in. I mean, and it could have been some random fucking neighborhood, but he drove me around to the neighborhood he grew up in. so that he could show me, the houses. And we looked at the different houses and talked about the different kind of houses we want. We named our kids. We talked about how we were going to raise them. Planned a life. He planned a life with me. He I was with a man for 6 years and lived with him for 5. And I did more planning of my future life with a man in the last year and a half than I did in the 6 years I was with the other person. We had more detailed plans for our future while we were still in the present of our relationship today. Not all future, no present. We were in the present of our relationship today. I mean, except for the last couple of months. But last couple of months, I thought we were just a little rough patch. And my reason for why he wasn't able to give me more time, the thing that I said was, because he owns a business. He's a martial arts instructor in the North Greensboro area. He's a martial arts instructor, and he owns his business that his girl invested in. I don't know if she paid for it full out, but invested in, you know. The car that he was riding me around in her name. There's a huge dent in the side of the car because one day he was at the academy. One day he was at the academy and somebody hit it while it was parked. And it was like, who knows who did that? Probably somebody you were fucking over. Probably that. So this woman's car, this woman's bills that she's paying, literally, I have a picture in a jacket from a New Year's party that we went to where there were other women that he had previously dealt with. I'm going to go ahead and light this up because my grandfather, God rest his soul, he said I could have it. It's one of his cigarettes that I give to him. And I stopped smoking December 2016. But I feel like since I'm handling this so well emotionally, I deserve some cigarettes. All right. Um, so just what was I saying? What was I saying? What else happened? The car, the business, the previous business, all of that. She paying for that. What else? The jacket. That's what I was talking about. The jacket that he put on me. He had me at the club on New Year's Eve 2019, the last great party that we went to before everything before 2020 happened. It was the best fucking party. It was a blast. It was like a movie. Okay? It was truly like a movie. Okay? We in there and I'm seeing all these with her master's degree. Master's degree. Okay? We in there, right? Ooh. Anyway, we in there. I just thought about something, but it is what it is now. We in there and we're seeing all these women. We're running into all these women and every woman. Now listen, I'm a bisexual woman. All right. I see women and I be like, God damn, she fine. Sheesh. Ooh, that girl over there, she fine. She got an outfit on it, got a little lace on it. Ooh, she fine. Ooh, she fine. She fine. I'm sitting here looking at all these women like, damn, they are fine. Go everywhere we go, every corner. And he's like, that's somebody I used to deal with. That's somebody I used to deal with. That's somebody I used to deal with. Come on over here. And then there was one point where he was trying to fight some dude for trying to talk to me. He was trying to fight somebody for trying to talk to me. And because they remembered me from when I was doing poetry back in college. And they were like, you were in WVX. You used to do poetry. I remember you. I remember your work because that's what I'm known for. I'm known for my impact. I'm known for my words. I'm MissTaylorSaid because I'm known for the things that I say. Okay? So I was recognized in the middle of, I was recognized in the dark, in the middle of a club on New Year's Eve at the point where everybody was drunk and fucked up. And someone recognized me. He wanted to fight him. And then when all those women were literally, it's just like anywhere I looked, those women that he had pointed out, they had positioned themselves so they could see what he was doing. I mean, and I'm talking about there was one girl that was on the stage back there with the DJ. She got an elevated position or whatever. Another girl is at the booth. The other girls are on the floor and everything like that. All of that. All of that. He then takes his jacket. He has this his jacket that he was getting compliments on because it's the Will Smith jacket. That jacket that Will Smith came out with, the athletic one that's reversible. The outside is navy, the inside is that paisley situation that he had on from the Fresh Prince. Yeah, yeah. Bel Air Athletics. Yeah, that jacket. He put that jacket. He was getting compliments on that jacket the whole night. And he put that jacket on me to mark his territory, to let everyone know I'm here with her. This girl, she's mine and I'm hers. He had, I got in an argument with some, I got in an argument. Oh, he got in an argument. He got in an argument with some girls, got them kicked out. Some white girls got them kicked out to kind of show off. I got in an argument with some dude. He got in an argument with the girls because he just wanted to start some shit. I got in an argument with some dudes and had them removed because he's buddies with the security in every club in the city, right? I got in an argument with some dudes at the bathroom because they were trying to sexually harass a girl. And then one of his students, because he has hundreds of students all over the city, one of his students noticed and came over and handled the situation and got the dude removed, right? Got the dude removed, right? Yeah. Come to find out, when I took a picture in the jacket, and in the about 35 pictures, which wasn't even all the pictures and videos I had, in the about 35 pictures that I sent to his girlfriend that lives at his house, she says, that's the jacket I bought him. And I think the worst part was, y'all, the worst part was when I was on the phone with her. Because I've talked to her. I'll talk to her on the phone and then we were messaging each other. When I was on the phone with her and I heard her refer to him as the name that he didn't go by with me. He goes, people locally, he's known by his middle name, right? A variation of his middle name. I know him by his first name because that's the identity he has with the women that he's secretive with. I heard her calling him that name on Sunday when I was asking, when is he coming? When are you coming? When are you coming to my house to spend Valentine's Day with me? Because I cooked your favorite food for Valentine's Day. Not only did I cook your favorite food for Valentine's Day, your favorite burger is a goat cheeseburger from Crafted downtown. Cool. I'm not going to be able to get no burgers from Crafted downtown, but I make a damn good burger. And you know what I did? I made those burgers into the shape of hearts and I filled them with goat cheese, y'all. I got some goat cheese crumbles and put them in there and I cooked them. Cooked a whole meal, giving me real Beyonce jealous vibes. I'm in this penthouse half naked. I cooked this meal for you naked. Now I had clothes on because I ain't no fool and I like having clothes on, right? I cooked this meal for you naked. So where the hell you at? Got one shot left of this drink in my glass. All right? But he was laid up drunk because that's the other problem. That's the other thing. He alcoholic. We were working on that. He's laid up drunk at home with his wife. She's taking care of his mama. That's his wife. So he was at home with his wife that I didn't know about. And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I ain't no perfect woman. And listen, when I went on my cruise last year, I had a coworker with me. He was married. He was up front. And I wouldn't have messed with that man. I wouldn't have messed with that man knowing he had a girl because guess what? I said I did. When I started the relationship, I said, I don't want to be in a relationship. I just got out of an abusive relationship where I was getting my head knocked up against the fucking wall with a nigga. Y'all, I'm going to tell y'all the sickest part. I'm going to tell y'all the sickest motherfucking to convince me to be in a relationship with him, right? My friend had to convince me to be in a relationship because everything was good. She's like, men aren't out here doing this, y'all. And I'm gonna keep it a whole 100 with y'all. When I went out with him the first time, I just wanted to share my body with somebody that wasn't my ex so that I could get over him. It was going to be a nice little cleansing moment. Keep pushing. Let me go out here and have my hoe phase or whatever. What else? Some variation of that, right? Ooh, Papa, I'm gonna have to smoke all these cigarettes. I'm about to chain smoke, y'all. I ain't gonna flex. Um, um, what was I saying? I didn't want to be in a relationship because I just got out of a physically, mentally, and emotionally abusive relationship. In fact, I had just left a man. I had just left a man whose mom, whose mom was sick, and I told him, this is the craziest thing. I told that man, one of the last things I told him is, I've been here for you through so many things. I've been here for you through the death of your sister. I've been here for you through all these things that you've gone through, and you've put me through a lot of things. And what you're asking me to do is something that is the duty of a wife. The way that you're asking me to be present for you right now and show up for you and help you figure out things with your mom. Now, he wasn't even asking me to help him figure out things. He just wanted me to be supportive of him. I was like, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. So I left. I packed up all of my things. My friends and I packed up my whole life in 2 hours and left. But of course, because of the fact that I left in a rush, because I was fearing for my life, fearing for my safety, I left in a rush. The day that I had scheduled everything so that I could move smoothly, so the transition can be smooth, his day off got switched. And so I had to leave right after work. I had to pack all of my whole life right after work and leave and stay at my friend's house until I could move my stuff into my apartment the next day. Right? This apartment, that's mine, that I've had since July of 2019. Okay? I didn't get all my stuff. And my ex and I, we had some moments after, some post relationship moments together. We spent some time together post relationship, talked about things, and he behaved in a way that I'd never seen him behave before. He did things he had never done in our relationship. He went to lengths to see me and have access to me that he had never gone to before. And I ended up, I ended up, being okay enough with him to start the things that I left at your house. Can you bring them to me? Since you're spending time with me like this, can you bring the stuff to me? He wouldn't bring it all at once. He would bring pieces, because I thought, from my understanding, from what I was assuming and perceiving, if you only give me a little bit, of my stuff, if I only give her a little bit of her stuff, then I have to come back and give her the rest. And I know what I'm missing, right? So, and I still didn't get all my stuff back. The house that he lived in, it still got some beautiful paintings up on the wall that were mine that I left. Whatever. No biggie, right? The last time he brought my stuff, I was getting ready for a date with the guy I ended up dating. We weren't in a relationship yet because he was courting me. He was taking me out on dates. He showed up. I was new in my apartment. I didn't have a TV. What did he do? He brought me a TV. I didn't have a trash can. I was living like a college student, putting my trash in the trash bag, sitting that joint beside the one. It's not a priority to me. He got me a trash can. He brought me a trash can. He showed me how to to jig the laundry thing downstairs, so do it for free instead of me having to pay for it. You know, he came over and he did things for me, right? But anyway, new dude I'm courting. He's He's early to pick me up from my date, and the person, my other ex, was late dropping off my stuff. And then he wanted to talk and pray with me and go through this whole thing. So So we're standing at my doorway, and I'm looking at the exact place that we were standing at my doorway, having a conversation with the ex that I lived with. And I'm just like, I want to cut ties with you. I don't want to deal with you anymore. I don't want to be with you. I don't want to do friendship with you because I can't do this anymore. Like, I don't have it left in me. My hair is making me look like I have a unibrow. I don't have it in me anymore. I can't do this. And I knew I was opening my heart to be with someone new. This person was showing me that they were going to show up for me. Not only were they going to show up for me, they loved that I was myself. They accepted me for who I was. They didn't want to change me. They didn't want to disrupt my life. So I'm like, I'm moving on. This person, I'm connecting with this person. This person feels like my best friend. I feel like I've known him my whole life. Feels like my best friend. So so he comes to my door and he knocks on the door, and my other ex answers the door. He answers the door, and they're both standing there face to face. I'm looking at both of them. One is here, the other one is here. This one's over. This new man is over here. He all big and strong and everything like that. New man's all big and strong, and I'm thinking, you gonna figure out that this is the man that used to. You gonna figure out in this moment that this is the man that used to beat my ass, and you are a trained professional fighter because you do Muay Thai and you teach martial arts. Not only do you teach martial arts, you professionally fight. You got belts and everything. So, you know, I mean, and y'all, I'm telling you, when I tell you this man took me on the perfect date and didn't even know it. My perfect date, let me tell you what my perfect date is. One of the things I have mirrors in my house. I love mirrors. I love looking at myself. I love dancing in the mirror. That's how I stay connected to the spirit world, is by, because mirrors are portals. So what, I'm gonna use that mirror. I'm gonna talk to myself. My shadow work is happening, and I have a mirror right behind my computer right now. I'm looking in that mirror right now. I keep mirrors in my house. Martial Arts Academy, guess what it's gonna have? Mirrors all along. What am I? So we go in there, and I'm like, oh, mirrors, I love it. We go in there one night after one of our dates. He took me there. It was his first time taking me to his academy, and I'm gonna get back to the other story when they met. He took me to his academy, and we're in there, and I was just like, I love dancing and stuff like that. And then he turned on the music, and I danced and he danced with me. And I'm talking about, like, I was dancing, not the stuff that you do at the club, the little two step and throw your booty back. No, I was dancing. I was showing him choreography that I enjoy. Welcome in, welcome in. I was showing him choreography that I enjoy and everything. Dancing. Okay. My perfect date, to be able, this is something I had vision in my head for since I was a teenager. It was like a movie moment, you know? I'm in there, and I'm in there and I'm dancing and I'm free, and I feel like I'm not being judged. I felt safe. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. We did this thing. He showed me how to use the bow staff and everything. But here's the thing, I had color guard experience. So he's showing me things, and he was surprised by how well I was moving the bow staff and everything, right? And then we got to a point where I did like this, did like that. Bow staff was right here in his face. And he was just like taken aback, attracted to me. It was my perfect date, and I had never even told him. So that's how deep, I need y'all to know that's how deep this was. This wasn't just some nigga that, you know, that's just popping in occasionally dealing with me. He had this gym that he would train at with this special trainer that was 3 hours away. The day that Kobe died, we were on the road from Jacksonville, North Carolina. okay, because he was training there with his trainer. His trainer called me, was like, you're my assistant coach. Make sure that he's fine. Make sure he's doing this. Make sure he's staying on top of that. Those are the things that his coach should have been giving those instructions to his wife that I later found out about, that I found out about on Sunday. He should have been giving those instructions to her, but I was getting those instructions because I was the person he was seeing on Sundays when we would go 3 hours away to train at this gym. It makes sense why we had to go 3 hours away now. But it's the crazy thing is I told her, he took me to Jacksonville, and she was like, I wanted to go to Jacksonville. All the things that I was naming that I did with him, I wanted to do that. I asked you to do that. I wanted to do that with you. Why didn't you? You took her. You took her. Okay. So then, so then, all right. No, not then. There's no then. Let's get back to the story of when my abusive ex, physically abusive ex, was dropping off the last of my stuff I left at his house. And my cheating ex, secret life ex, that I was starting to date, he was coming up to the door to pick me up. Normally, when he would pick me up for dates, he would text me and be like, your chariot has arrived. And I would go downstairs and he'd open the door for me, you know, and we go on our date. This time he didn't text me, your chariot has arrived. He actually came to my door, which was not really normal at that time. And so when he opened the door, when my ex, when A opened the door, B was standing in the doorway, and they met. And he was like, what's up, man? And he looked up at him and saw this big, strong man. And they dapped each other up. And then he left, and I never spoke to him again. He sent me a really long text message asking me all these questions, but I never answered them. He left, and he came in. We discussed it, and then we went on our date. Over time, when I was still, because of the fact that I was still processing and unpacking the relationship that I was in, and he told me he was a safe space for me to do that. Over time, he told me, he was just like, he encouraged me. For one, he said, if you want, I could teach you how to whoop his ass, and then we can go to his house and whoop his ass, and I'll be standing by while you whoop his ass. And if he tries to hurt you, I'll get him. Right? That was the one thing. That was something that he offered. Then he was encouraging me to reach out to my physically abusive ex. He was encouraging my physically abusive ex to get closure, so that I can close that chapter of my life, so I can get the closure I need, so that we can move on and have a happy life in marriage and family together. And I was thinking, wow, that is mature. And now it seems psychotic. I may be using that word inappropriately, but it seems psychotic now. Now it seems fucking crazy. Now it seems crazy that he would encourage me to go talk to someone that used to whoop my ass, so that I can be better prepared for a future with him, when he's telling me that his family is taking care of his mom because she's sick with dementia. He's telling me that his family's taking care of his mom and his aunt is at his house, when really it was his wife, common law wife. So on Sunday, on Valentine's Day, when I had went to the store and bought myself, I kept getting these messages, because spirit, my ancestors, and they be sending me messages. I kept getting these messages like, stop, do the things that you want for Valentine's Day, do those things for yourself. The love that you want to receive from somebody, love yourself in that way. So I was like, you know what? He I have a feeling he ain't gonna bring me no flowers. I'll get myself some flowers. I have a feeling he ain't gonna give me no chocolates. I'll get myself some chocolates. I'll get him a card. I'll get him 2 cards. I got him 2 cards. I saw 2 cards that fit what we were going through and how I felt about him. But they weren't all in the same card. I got him 2 cards and told him, "You are so much of a man. You're so massive of a person that I'm gonna get you 2 cards." And it wasn't that he was massive of a person. It was that he had multiple storylines he had to keep up with. Why can't you remember anything? Because why do you need me to remind you of things? Because you got to keep up with all the lies that you're telling. And y'all, again, this is not a normal episode of Reading what Miss Taylor said, and I'm sorry that we haven't gotten to the reading yet, and we're not. But I feel like this is a needed moment right now. I feel like I want to give y'all an insight in my life, because the thing is, Miss Taylor said, I'm Taylor, but Miss Taylor said is about transparency. Miss Taylor said is about real. Miss Taylor said is about genuine. Miss Taylor said is about truth. I need y'all to know I ended my friendship of 12 years with someone. 12-ish years. Was it 12? No. We've known each other since we were 12, but I ended my friendship of over a decade. I can't remember the number of years. I ended my friendship with someone for over a decade because I said to myself, I'm just like, there's certain things about you that I can't rock with no more. There's certain things about you I can't rock with no more. There's certain things about you that I'm not feeling no more. There's certain things that I see in you, behaviors I see in you, that if I left my child around you unsupervised, ooh, I wouldn't be okay with that. I wouldn't be okay with that. There's certain ideologies and shit like that. I ended a friendship, and it needed to be ended. And I had to deal, and I dealt with the repercussions of that. I've mourned the loss of, I'm now in, let's see, and since 2019, I've lost 4 major relationships. 4 major relationships. 2 romantic, no, one that wasn't romantic, but kind of romantic, but it was a deep friendship. And the other one was my best friend. I'm good. And when I say I'm good, I'm not saying that I'm not sad and that I'm not hurt and that I'm not feeling just the pain of losing those people. But because of the things that we talk about on this show, because of the ways that we're growing and that we're healing and the work that we're putting in on a day-to-day basis here on this show, I'm good. I'm very good. I'm protected. I am loved. I am covered in support. Look at all y'all here. Look at all y'all right now sitting here. And the support from those that are not tangible to me, I love it. I appreciate it. It matters to me. The support of those, I have incredible friends that have been there for me through so many things, and I'm thankful. I literally would not. I need y'all to know, yesterday, from the time that I found out that that he had a wife up until this morning, I've been in conversation with one of my friends from my support system, from the community of people that I've built. I have a group chat. I have multiple group chats with multiple people that I've built community with, because that's who I am. I attract people that me and want to take from me as well. I'm a healer. And I made a status today on Facebook where I talked about these men. Because the man that I was on the cruise with, I had asked him, I was talking about, because I just got out of an abusive relationship. Thankfully, I was able to go on a cruise, and I'm sitting on the beach in the Bahamas with this man. And I'm like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, I don't understand why I keep attracting men with mommy issues. And he looked me dead in my eyes and said, it's because you're a mother. It's because you're a mother. You just don't have kids yet. You're nurturing, you're kind, you're loving. Hell, he had 4 kids. He was trying to secure the Taylor to be a stepmama to them 4 kids, low key. He was trying to secure the Taylor. And you know, you would think somebody whose mother is sick and he's taking care of her, you don't think about the relationship issues because the main concern, the responsibility that's in front of your face is you know, your sick mother. But let's track back to that relationship when he was a child. Same thing that's happening right now. You got a woman at home working her ass off, an educated woman, registered nurse, taking care, working 3 jobs to make sure that her husband and her two boys are taken care of, her two sons, and she's married to a man that's an entrepreneur that secretary got the secretary pregnant. She's like, I'm still. I don't have no space for them emotionally because I got 3 jobs and a man that's chasing his dreams, and I'm holding him down and I'm holding the house down, and I don't sleep. I don't sleep because so daddy husband that's probably feeling emotional negligence because his wife is working 3 jobs. You know, he goes and gets somebody pregnant. Unfortunately, that woman, his mama, lost her oldest son. And then there was a divorce. And then you find out that there were some other kids that were the same age as the guy I was dating, who was the younger sibling. And it's just so sad to me to watch as now he has a man, I mean, not sorry, excuse me. He has a woman at home that's been holding him down for 10 years, educated woman. I don't know how many jobs she's working. I don't know what she's doing, but she's working enough to where she pays the car that he was driving me around in. She's paying for it. The academy that he teaches out of, the business that he owns, she's paying for that. The clothes that he's wearing, she bought them. The things he has, she bought them. Yeah, all of that. She doing the same thing. Meanwhile, he out here actively trying to get someone else pregnant. Actively trying to get me pregnant. So not only in a pandemic are you endangering your sick mother, your students, and me, you're endangering your wife, and however many women you are fucking. And I just got to say, I am so abundantly blessed that when he was no longer a part of my life, the only thing in my house that I could gather of his was some clothes. Some clothes. That's the only thing I could gather of his was a couple of clothes, shirts and socks and shorts and stuff like that. I can literally take them out to the trash and there will be nothing in this house that belongs to him. And my life was not integrated enough with his life that My life was majorly affected. Hell, he wasn't even available time-wise to be with me. He wasn't even available time-wise to be with me for my mom. No one's there to watch my mom because your wife is busy, so she can't watch your mom while you're out here hoeing, right? So the only thing I got is some more free time now. Now I can focus on my job that I'm doing, this new job that I have. I can focus on Miss Taylor Said even more. I can expand Mr. Taylor Said because now I don't have the time constraints of let me be done on Wednesday because he's going to be over here after he teaches class to do all that. It's a good day. And hey, Calvis in here. I woke up this morning. It's $20 in my account or in my Cash App. Okay, a blessing, because he don't know what he did. He thought he was just donating to a show because he enjoys the readings. He enjoys what I'm doing and he appreciates what I'm doing. I've been in relationships where I did not get more than 6 months of a break between for the last 11 years minimum. Because honestly, huh? Oh, I'm sorry for putting you on blast. I just wanted to, I mean, I wasn't trying to out you or nothing like that. I was just showing you appreciation. I appreciate you. Because I'm real. I'm real. I can't be fake. I'm incapable of it at this point in my life. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and do that because I'm telling y'all, I'm 2 minutes away from his business. If I wanted to be one of them, I smash the windows out your car, I could. I could. The cigarette because I ain't stressed. Let's see. We got a question over here. What's next for Taylor and the Miss Taylor Said brand? Well, what's next for Taylor and the Miss Taylor Said brand? We're going to keep going with reading with Miss Taylor Said. We found a way to expand reading with Miss Taylor Said so that we we're able to have more variety of the books that we're reading. The live shows will still be books like the Four Agreements, where I get to stop and discuss things. The other shows will be more like lessons. Will probably be more like lessons, like I'm teaching a class, because I have a bunch of history books and information books, nonfiction. I have a bunch of other nonfiction books that are not self-help books. And yes, and I want to do a collab with Shannon. I literally was just talking about that. The other day with a friend. Because even when you and I met years ago, about the topics that we were talking about, and I was like, yo, we got similar views, but we come from different experiences. So I feel like that would just be fucking dope. You know what I'm saying? But listen, cigarette ain't nothing. I am I'm so thankful, y'all. Even in this, I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I've been I am considering a podcast, but right now I need a new computer. See, and that's the thing, y'all. Right now, I need a new computer. I need a better computer. I need a better phone. I need more memory space so that I can move these videos from the live to YouTube so people can go back and watch all the videos. I need better quality. I need things. And while I never go without, and I'm always taken care of, and I'm always, I have, in a pandemic, I am unemployed. I've been unemployed since May or June of last year. I've been unemployed since May or June of last year, and I have not like, I've missed rent a couple of times, but they got paid. I've not gone without. I have not gone without at all, and I won't go without. But some of this stuff is extra right now. Some of this stuff, they Newports. They Newports. Let me pin this comment. Let me pin this comment right here. Pin that comment. If y'all want to donate to Miss Taylor Said, the Cash App is going to be in the comments, y'all. The Cash App is going to be in the comments. And I'm not saying all this to you. I'm not telling y'all this story to make y'all, to guilt y'all into donating to my show, or get y'all to give me anything, or to feel sorry for me. There is no need to feel sorry for me. There is no need to feel sorry for me, because I'm not a victim. As usual, I'm a survivor, and I'm protected, and I am blessed beyond belief. I am blessed beyond belief. I'm blessed beyond belief. My ancestors are taking care of me. My ancestors are taking care of me. My angels are taking care of me. My spirit guides are taking care of me. I've been able to do no. I'm so thankful that I was able to do this. Listen, I was gonna come in here and read a definition of scorn, and I don't even want to say I'm a woman scorned. I don't even want to call myself a woman scorned, but I am a woman that has experienced a lot of things and hellacious men. And I have spent the last 11 years in relationships with cisgender heterosexual men who have lots of friends, and I be around them friends. So and when I was living with my ex, we lived with other men. We lived in a house. We had housemates. So it wasn't just me. So when I tell y'all I know a thing or two about men, I do. I do. And I weep for y'all. I weep for y'all. Because that is, I'm not gonna flex. It is hard for y'all to exist, especially black men. It is hard for y'all to exist in this world. Y'all's mamas, especially the ones that got single mamas, y'all mamas asked you to be the man. Y'all mamas were mad at you. Your mothers were mad at you for looking like your daddy. Your mothers were pissed that you looked like your daddy so much. They didn't know how to raise a son because they weren't raised with love themselves. They were raised with aggression. And what the books that we said, you can't blame, I can't blame. Let's go back to the 4 agreements, right? Be impeccable with your word. The first agreement is to be impeccable with your word. I was impeccable with my word. I kept my word. I said what I meant, and I meant what I said. Now I may have had to learn how to do that in the 6-year relationship, because I was 21 when I started it, and I was working through some things, and I was going through a lot of stuff, and it was hard, and I was in a violent situation on a regular basis. So, it was hard for me to be everything and have everything taken from me constantly, emotionally and mentally. But in this past relationship, I I was like, I got a second chance on I have another chance on love. I have another chance to be the woman that I want to be in a relationship with a man that is showing me that his intentions are to be with me. He was not impeccable with his word. His words meant nothing, because they were words that held no weight, because he didn't mean the words that he said. And if he did mean them, the words that he was using with me may have been impeccable, but the words he was using with his wife were not. So be impeccable with your word. I do that. What's the next thing? What's the next one? The next one is to don't take anything personally. Goddamn if I didn't take I made it my business not to take it personally when I couldn't see him, when he was unavailable to me all the time. I made it my business not to take it personally, because you know, You got a sick mom. I understand your situation with your sick mom. I understand you have a sick mom with dementia and what it's like to have a parent with a major brain injury. I know that. I know that pain because my dad right now, and this, all that shit with the men is not gonna make me cry. But my dad had a stroke the same week that my ex's mother died, which, not mother, sorry, excuse me, my ex that was abusing me. The day after my birthday, his sister died. And while we were in her city planning her funeral, my dad, that today in 2021, that happened October 2017, 2021, he is still in a nursing home rehab facility with around the clock care because he can't walk. He talking is difficult and hard to do. I can't see my dad because he lives in a different city and he lives in a nursing home in a pandemic. My dad got COVID while he was in there. Bruh, I know what it's like to have a parent with a major brain. My mother had an aneurysm 2 weeks after she had my baby sister. A brain aneurysm. I thought my mother was going to die. I know what it's like to have a parent with a brain injury. So I'm thinking, God put us together because we know what that's like. My dad is paralyzed right now. I know what it's like to have a parent with a brain injury and not be able to have them the way that you used to have them, not be able to have conversations with them like you used to. In all of this that I've been going through since 2017, I have not been able to call my dad just to talk to him and tell him all these things. I can't go to my dad no more and get a big hug from him and cry on him or nothing like that. I can't. That's what I used to do when my heart was broken. He a Libra, he get it. We fall in love. We fall in love so easily. So I didn't take it personally. I didn't take it personally when he, couldn't show up for me because he had to go take care of his mom. No, he had to either go be with another bitch or be with his wife. And maybe sometimes in between with his mom and in his business. Third agreement. Don't make assumptions. I didn't make assumptions. I had thoughts. Thoughts came through my mind. I had even joked with my friends and said, y'all, the way our schedule is set up and the way everything's set up, this nigga could have a whole life and I wouldn't even know it. I wouldn't even know it. He could be cheating on me right now and I wouldn't even know it because I give him space and I respect his space and the boundaries that were set because I'm not about to go through your phone. I'm not about to go through your phone because I shouldn't have to go through your phone. I'm not going to go through your phone. I'm not going to text you and blow up your phone and be like, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Why you not with me? I'm not going to do that because that's not who I am. I'm not about to chase no man. You want to be with me? You've shown me that you want to be with me, then be with me. Okay? But I didn't make assumptions. I even went so far to say, we're planning our life together. And if we're going to spend our entire lives together, if we're going to get married and grow old together, and we have 50 years together, 50, 40, 50, 60 years together before we die, this is the shortest part of that. This dating and not being able to access each other easily because we got crazy lives. I understand. I'm not going to make no assumptions. I'm not going to assume the worst. I'm not going to assume that you cheating. And the fourth agreement is always do your best. And damn if I didn't. With every single person that I loved, I did my best. Desperately. My ex from college, I did my best. I wanted so badly to do my best. I was like, tell me what I need to do so I can be there, so I can be the woman you need. I was 18, 19. You need. And this nigga wrote 3 lists. of things that he wanted me to do. 3 full lists of things he wanted me to do, and the things on the list were ridiculous. But damn if I didn't try, because I was like, I'm gonna love you. I know what it's like. I based on some things that happened in my childhood, I know what it's like to have to make sure that you perform well and accomplish things in order to, you know, in order to gain love and recognition and stuff. So I'm gonna do that. He was cheating on me. He was cheating on me. Now he got the reverse Benjamin button. Woo, that nigga look 50 years old. God damn, that nigga look old. And that one, when I got in the relationship with the one that I was in an abusive relationship with, a physically abusive relationship with, the guy that was cheating on me in college, he got the girl he told me not to worry about, he went and got her pregnant. And then I spent 6 years with a man. And on Valentine's Day 2014, the first time I ever saw him be violent, Valentine's Day 2014, I saw him be violent for the first time. We were arguing and he got angry and he was in my apartment and he punched the floor. He punched the floor so hard he broke his hand. Had to wear a cast for 6 weeks. Plays the piano. He was scared that he was never going to be able to play the piano the same way. And I was there for him. During that time, I ended up having to my time. I got evicted out of my apartment because I lost my financial aid because I was spending all my time loving a man. Loving a man. I wasn't doing my schoolwork. I wasn't going to class because I'm staying up late. I'm staying up till the sun comes up with you. Showing you that I love you. Choices that I made. Those choices that I made where I didn't choose myself. I didn't choose my education. I didn't choose my goals. MissTaylorSaid, the MissTaylorSaid brand. When I told my ex about it, he told me it wasn't a good idea. I being supportive of men, doing things. You're an actor, cool. You're an actor. I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure that I tell you about every opportunity that comes in my face. I'll tell you about every single thing. I'll be there with you. I'll let you rehearse all the stuff. I'm coming to your plays and all of that. I'll be there for you. I'll be supportive. I'll even show an interest in acting so that shit, we can do it together. I'm gonna support you. Next X. You do music? Oh my God, I love music. Yeah, you can use my phone because we don't have no computers right now, and my computer was the only computer we had that was good and it died. So, here, use my phone and get and buy your equipment, and every time that you get a set, I'll do your setup. I'll create a space for you and give you lighting. You know I love lights. Give you lighting so you can have vibes and everything like that. Right? Right? I'm gonna do everything for you to make you feel loved. I'm cooking for you. I'm staying in for you. Cooking, cleaning, washing your clothes, doing all of that. I was being a good wife to a man that was whooping my ass. And then I get out of that. I get my own apartment. I fall in love with another man that shows me that he wants to marry me, have children with me, build a life with me, and all of that. And he had a whole wife at home. Except he won't marry her. He won't marry her because that's going to mess him up. Can't be married and out here being a boyfriend for all these other people. Can't do that. I kept my agreements. The 4 agreements, I kept them. I kept them. And that's why I can sit in front of y'all right now That's why I can sit here right now at peace, calm. I've cried and I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry some more. I was cleansing my house today in the spaces where he would show me the most love in my kitchen. I mean, and I'm telling y'all, this man would come into my house, he would come into my apartment, he would go in my kitchen. And because of the fact that I now don't enjoy cooking because I used to have to cook full meals for a nigga that used to whoop my ass. And I'm just gonna keep reiterating that because I have I have permanent shoulder. I'm sorry, Saranta, and I don't mean to anger anybody while I'm saying this. I gotta get this out so I can be set free, you know. And don't be angry, Sarante. Don't be angry. Pray for them. Pray for them because they broken. Those men are broken. They are broken. Their mothers deprived them of the love and affection and kindness that I gave, which is why when they signed up for me, they thought they were signing up for a beautiful woman with a nice rack that probably didn't have a whole lot to say. And then I opened my mouth and I was me. And I said the things that I said and I had the wisdom that I have and I'm interesting and I'm loving and I'm doting and all that stuff, you know? And they were looking for their mother's love in me. In me. All the ways that their mom used to be like, stop all that crying. I want you to cry. I got a big bosom. Lay your head on it and cry, baby. It's okay. It's okay. I understand. I cry a lot. And I come listen, because of the fact that I don't be holding my shit in and I have to process, especially now, because I'm so transparent and all that stuff, I verbally process. I have to talk my stuff out. And I think about now how it was overwhelming for each party. The anxiety and the depression that I was going through was overwhelming for each individual, right? But goddamn, weren't y'all putting me in traumatic situations? Weren't y'all dragging me through over and over and over and over again? I'm having to confront and talk to women. I'm having to talk to women that are telling me about how they've been with you. I'm having to I get my ass whooped, but I gotta soothe you and make you feel better because you lost control and now you're having a whole emotional breakdown crying on the floor. So I'm having to come and soothe you and take care of you and love you and make you feel better. I'm using my time to prepare my mind. I'm doing research. I'm doing the things I need to do to prepare my mind because I know when I take on the responsibility of being the wife to a man whose mother he's taking care of his mother and she has dementia, I'm signing up the same way if he was somebody that had kids. I'm not signing up for just him. I'm signing up for what he takes care of as well. I'm signing up for the sick mom. I'm signing up for the kids. I'm signing up for the dogs, the cats. I'm signing up for everything. That's what I'm signing up. I'm mentally preparing myself, getting myself ready and right so that I can prepare for that. This is not a typical episode of Reading what Miss Taylor Said. And if you're joining and watching Reading what Miss Taylor Said for the very first time, you came in on some juicy gossip. You know, it's not even gossip. It's my life. It's my life. It's what I've gone through for the last 11 years. The things, the relationships before that were grade school. And I haven't, honestly, y'all, let me tell you about Taylor. I was about to say my full name. Let me tell you about Miss Taylor Said. Miss Taylor Said keeps a boyfriend. Okay? When I was in preschool, I had a little boyfriend named Gigi. Okay? In kindergarten, first grade, second grade, all the way through high school. Always kept a boyfriend. Okay? Kept a boyfriend. Got to college, had a long distance boyfriend. He's married now. Congratulations. And then I got the guy that I ended up with who cheated on me, ruined my, and did things that ruined my life that I can't undo because you are cheating on me. So you're bringing back whatever they got. So there are things in my life that can't be undone. Thankfully, they're not harmful to me, but there are things in my life that can't be undone. Then I get my ass whooped by another man, and then get lied to completely, planning my life with someone who already had a life. And I say all that to say, I did not do the show yesterday because I was processing all of that. I was processing a lot of things, and I'm still processing, and I'm still going to, I'm got to get back in therapy. You know, it's hard to be in therapy when you're unemployed. Y'all, I'm sorry. Sorry. Therapy just made me think about something else. When I tell you this man was planning his life with me, he sat in my living room on the phone with an insurance agent during an open enrollment this year, getting health insurance for him and his mother. Got the lady on speakerphone, going through it with me, going through it with her, giving social security numbers and everything. Bought his insurance right there, gave it a card number and everything. If I was one of them people that wanted to take his card information, he's given me his password to his phone. I never went through it. Given me his card before, never used it, never kept the information in my head, none of that. Never kept his social enough. But he was in my living room getting medical insurance, and then recommended me, and then said, you go ahead and get you some insurance too. You need it. And I plan on getting you pregnant in the next 2 years. So you're going to need it anyway. And you don't have no job right now. You're not getting it through a job. So might as well get it. It's not that expensive. And if you're not able to take care of it, I got you. Because I'm thinking, you're asking me to make a big financial decision right now with me being unemployed. So I'm going to assume that you got me. Now I have medical insurance that I have to pay for every month. It's every month now. You know? And that's how deep it was. That's how deep he was planning his life with me. So, I don't want no man. I don't want no woman. I don't want no relationships. I don't want to share myself with people. I don't want to unless I feel like it. I'm not sharing myself with nobody except for the people I build community with. I'm not giving my love to anyone. Not for a while. I done did a 11-year bid, and really, if I really want to keep it real, I've been doing relationships, if we're counting grade school, since preschool. I ain't been single for real since preschool. I'm turning 30 this year. My whole 20s gone. All my 20s are gone. This is the last year of my 20s. I have less than 8 months left of 20s. And I'm not in a rush to be with anyone. So anybody that's watching, that's hearing that I'm single, this is not your. Now, if you want to bless my Cash App for my troubles, the Cash App is pinned. You know what I'm saying? If you want to donate to my show, if you want to donate to my brand, Cash App's the Cash App is pinned in the comments. If you are interested in helping me get equipment, feel free, because that's what we're on right now. And longer on Instagram. It's 8 o'clock, y'all. It's 8 o'clock. We ain't never been up here this long. All right. So let's see. We got some comments. I'm going to read the comments from Facebook later because they actually stay. with the video, but I can't. The comments from Instagram are gonna go away, so I'm gonna read the Instagram comments. Let's see what we got in here. I be feeling that way too. I have 8 years left in. I have 3 years left in 20. People wonder why I write and why. Ooh, girl, I got all this white on. I can't see this white handwriting. And people wonder why I write and why my stories are so popular with women, because I control the narrative, and the men can never disappoint my readers. Yep. Let's see if anybody said, girl, my first husband told me he sabotaged everything I had going on because he ain't want to lose me. So I know that struggle. Girl, listen. Also, my girl Inaj the Dragon, go on anywhere you listen to podcasts. Every single morning of this lady's life, she is getting up early in the morning to record these affirmations for y'all. So I need you to go wherever you go get podcasts and look up the Positive Dragon podcast. The Positive Dragon podcast. Somebody type that in the comments for me. The Positive Dragon podcast by Inaj the Dragon. Every morning. Now I don't do it every morning. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't consistent enough. Clearly I've had a lot going on for the last few years. I got more time now. Got more mental space for it now, but I wasn't consistently doing it. But on the mornings where I really need some affirmations and I can't think, and I don't want to think of my own, I go turn on the Positive Dragon podcast. I turn on the Positive Dragon podcast and she gives us affirmations. And I say them in the mirror. I say them in the mirror. And I say them in the mirror. And you can do the same thing because you deserve those affirmations. And I thank you so much for that podcast, sis, because and I thank you just for being you, man. I thank you for being you. When I was in college and the person in charge said, "Oh, you got to get a certain uniform or whatever. You got to use this brand." Sis was making her stuff. She was making her costumes. And I'm sitting here like, "Oh my God, how am I going to be able to do it?" And after I quit, she was like, "Girl, I could have did that for you. You ain't have to quit." Grand old time, but it didn't work out for me. But I'll never forget that. And I'm so thankful that you even thought about me in that way and would have done that for me. And I love you for it. Let's see if there's any other comments. It's just everybody reacting to what the raggedy shit that I was saying. I appreciate y'all's love. A woman can't raise a man, yet we have free choice and the ability to adapt into providers, protectors, and loving creatures. Anyway, y'all. I am thankful for y'all being here. We did not finish the book today, but we will finish it tomorrow. We will finish it tomorrow. And unironically, like I've been saying, we are going to go into the Mastery of Love by Don Miguel Ruiz right after we finish the 4 agreements. So we'll finish the 4 agreements next, and then we will read the Mastery of Love. And this is going to be great now because, hey, it'll be free information for all of us. Those of us that are in a relationship and those of us that are not. Be the things you try to be for men for yourself. That's the plan. All those things, all those ways I used to show up for everyone else and for those men and for those women's sons, that's all going to me, it's going to my friends, it's going to my family, it's going to my ancestors. That's where that love is going to go. And damn it, if somebody wants to come into my life and interrupt and stop what I'm doing to pursue a relationship with me, he gonna have to do better than me. He gonna have to do a better job of loving me than I do, than my friends do, and than my family does. He gonna have to outdo everybody. And I would say I sure hate the pressure that's gonna be put on that man or woman or whoever it is. I sure hate the pressure that's gonna be put on them, but they'll be big enough to step up to the challenge if if that's what's in my destiny. I might be out here like Tracy Ellis Ross, just fine, single, you don't know who I'm with. I want to have kids one day. But Miss Taylor Said it's going to be a big enough brand where even if I don't have a spouse to have children with, I'll be able to figure out how to be somebody's mama. You know, God will make a way for me to be a mother. So I don't have to be a mother to nobody's son that I didn't give birth to. I appreciate you guys for being up here with me. I appreciate y'all for listening to me. I appreciate y'all for letting me be long winded and work through all of this and talk through all of this. I can't see a therapist right now, but I need to get this out. And not gonna lie, y'all, part of this too is so that if anybody ever thinks, oh, I heard you used to date Taylor, research, research, research. This is something that they can find and watch and listen to. And please, 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 especially y'all on Facebook and on Instagram, share this. Share my story. Send it to somebody. Send it to somebody you may know that is maybe going through any of the things that I listed. Send it to somebody that may need this information. Send it. Share it with somebody. Invite them to the next show because we are all about growth here at Reading with Miss Taylor Said. We are all about loving ourselves and being strong within ourselves and strengthening who we are so that Jennifer Lewis said, love yourself so that when love comes, and that's what we're doing here. We're loving ourselves. We're holding ourselves. We're romancing ourselves. I got my roses over here. We're romancing ourselves. We're popping open bottles of wine for ourselves. We're taking ourselves out on dates. We're doing all of that. We're doing it for ourselves. Even those of us that have, even those of y'all that have partners, we're still doing this for ourselves so that we're constantly and I know that girl that wrote that book, that plagiarized that book, she says something similar recently about, oh, do it for yourself. Fuck all that. Yo, you may be, here's the thing about that. I have been Lynn. If you watch Girlfriends, you know Lynn is the broke friend. Lynn is the broke friend. She got 5 degrees. She's a wonderful person. She and all of that, but she's always needing help. Staying on people's couches, living in people's garages, doing all of that while she's trying to pursue her and find her purpose, right? I've been that friend. I've been the broke friend for so many years. Even now amongst my friends, like, even though I got my own stuff, I'm still the broke friend. I don't have a car. I don't have a car, which is another reason why it was easy to cheat on me because I can't leave my house and pop up on you because I ain't got a car. You know, I don't have a car. I have my own spot, but I don't have a car. I don't have a lot of money, credit. But guess what I have that they don't have? Wisdom, emotional intelligence, high emotional intellect. High, very. I am very proud of my emotional intellect. And I still have so much to learn. I still have so much to develop. But I have a high emotional intellect. I know that because my therapist told me. And she has a degree in psychology or something. Or, yeah, mental health. She has a degree in mental health work. I don't know if it's psychology or what she got a degree in, but she got a degree. And that's what she does for a living. And she still was like, you are highly emotional, and you have high emotional intelligence. Excuse me. That's what she said. That's something that I had. I had love. I had the nurturing. I had those things that we don't associate with success or as something of value. I'm educated, don't have a degree. I didn't get my degree, but I'm an educated woman, very educated. A lot of it self-education, a lot of it comes from the classroom, but did it. Current, all of those things that we because it's not tangible, because I can't touch it, because I can't go and get a car with it, because I can't go and buy a house with it, because I can't show you I can't show you a physical manifestation all the time of what I have to bring to the table and what I have to offer, which is clearly of high value. Otherwise, no one would pursue me or keep me around. It's clearly of high value. I had something that they didn't have because you can't put a price on it. So don't ever, ever, ever diminish yourself or think when we're talking about doing things for yourself that you want to attract from that you want to attract in other people. We're not talking about making the money and driving the car and having the house and all of those material things. We're not talking about that. We're talking about be healed. Go to therapy, heal those wounds, heal that pain from your mama and your daddy, heal that trauma, because that's what I'm working on, and that's what I push the people in my life to do. And that's my value. That's what I bring, because I'm a healer. I'm a healer. These hands heal. This mind heals. This heart heals. I'm a healer. And so that's something you can't put a price on. And when you're threatened by it, you try to shut it down and act like it doesn't matter. But it does, because when you lose this, everything falls apart. And that thing that you couldn't put a price on, that you didn't value that much when you had it, desperate for it. So we are we're good. We good over here. We good over here. And we're gonna have bad days. We're gonna have bad days. And guess what? If my body calls me to rest, I'm gonna rest. If my body calls me to stop doing what I'm doing, I'm gonna stop doing what I'm doing. If my body calls me to get up and dance, I'm gonna dance. If my body calls me to do the work, I'm gonna do the work. I'm going to listen to my body and my intuition. I'm not sacrificing my body, my mind, or my heart to prove that I am worthy of the table. Baby, I grew the tree that has the wood that made the table. But you don't value raw ingredients. You don't value you don't value what it takes until it's in the store and presented in a pretty package. And you can be like, "Look, this is worth money." I think I'm done now. I want to keep talking because I like talking, which is why I'm almost here for 2 hours. Because you can't easily make money off of them. Yeah, capitalism prioritizing monetary and tangible success. Exactly. Capitalism has been violence to me. I have experienced physical violence as a result of capitalism. Why? Overworked men. Men that gotta have 2, 3 jobs to take care of everything because I gotta provide. Obsession with providing. Don't know how to deal with them fucking emotions. Now I got a punching bag of a woman. You're so busy being out here, being seen, providing, saying shit to me like, I can't afford a bad day because my mom needs me and my business needs me, my students need me, and these people need me. All these people depend on me. I don't want nobody that's gonna tell me all these people depend on me. If all those people depend on you, they got you then. Let them do the emotional labor for you. Let them take care of you. Let them be there for you. Let them. They got it. I don't want it. Because capitalism got you fucked up. Somebody had mentioned you have free choice, you have free will. And Dana, her name on everything is People's Oracle. She recently had a video. Ain't no free will. Like she said, like Dana said, even in your wildest dreams, even in your imagination that should be boundless and endless and you can dream the wildest thing in the world, even in that Capitalism rules it. You have a cap on your. You remember that segment from The Office where Jim was messing with Dwight and he was like, and I'm putting you in prison and I'm the warden. And he was just like, well, how much do you make a year? And he was like, $80,000. And he's like, in this fantasy that you've created, you're only making $80,000 a year. Because even in our wildest dreams, we limit ourselves to capitalism. And capitalism is nothing more than a goddamn agreement. An agreement that was made by some people that owned people. Capitalism is an agreement that was made by people who owned people, and they got mad at the fact that they could no longer own people, so they created a system that pretty much replicates what they did when they were owning people. And it's violent. And it's violent. And I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. I've grown a lot. I've experienced a lot. And I went through all of that. I went through all of that so that I could be here today saying all of this. But I would be lying to you and myself and everyone else if I said I do not mourn and violently grieve the loss of years of my 20s. I grieve. I was with the man that was abusing me. He didn't smoke or drink. So guess what I didn't do? Smoke or drink because I wasn't allowed to. I didn't go out and party. I didn't hang out with friends. I didn't see people. I've been inside a house. I've been inside a house waiting on a man to come home for 11 years, y'all. I'm done. Capitalism does not exist in my wildest dreams. If I could do MissTaylorSaid for free and live the way that I want to live without capitalism, God, I would. I wouldn't ask nobody for money to do this. I would do this for free. I would do this for free if I could. But I can't because this rent got to be paid. These bills got to be paid. That student loan debt got to be paid. That credit card debt got to be paid. That car got to be bought so I can go from place to place because public transportation isn't valued or seen as something that's good. You know, I got to figure out a way for me to be successful because my lack of degree makes it so that I can't really get the jobs that I want to get. I don't have access to certain things because I don't have the degree. You know, all those things that just affect me personally, and not to mention the people that mistreated me as a result of the stress that they carry because capitalism makes them feel like they have to be that their value as a man is what they can provide. I pray to God that we are released from the shackles of capitalism. We're released from the shackles of feeling like our value is money. That shit is some shit that they print off. Be some numbers on a computer in a card, and that's it. It's some numbers in a computer, and these numbers belong to you unless you exchange them for something, and now those numbers belong to someone else. It's insane, y'all. People are dying. People are literally dying because it's more important to hoard the money for billionaires. There's no humanity in capitalism. I believe that people should be able to start businesses and give services and create spaces where they can provide services. But there should never be a situation where people they can make everyone in the world a millionaire. There should not be a group of like a 1% group of people that can make everyone a millionaire if they just distributed their wealth. I have been personally victimized in so many ways by capitalism, and I will never, ever believe that it is the right way to do things. I won't. I'm always and forever anti capitalist. And do I have another solution? Nope. I sure don't have another solution. I just got a notification that my Beyonce mask is on its way to me. Yay. Um, anyway, the joys of capitalism, right? Let's look at some of these comments, and I'm really gonna get out of here because it's almost 2 hours at this point. Let's see. Fuck Rothschilds. When I heard about them, I was almost afraid that people with that much wealth can exist. Yeah, I would do this for free, but I really have to make a living. I want to make a living that doesn't make me miserable at a job that makes me miserable. I'm so shocked. They want to commission my writing, and I'm shocked. You know, it is what it is. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get up out of here for real. I'm gonna get up out of here for real this time. I'm gonna continue with my night. I'm not gonna do the multiple posts on Instagram. This is just gonna be under the reading with Miss Taylor. Well, actually, this will just be a standalone video, to be honest. This will be a standalone video, and I'll probably take some pictures or something, just so I can keep my little profile grid looking the right way. Anyway, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for watching this. Share this with somebody that you feel may need it. Even if it's just a thought, even if you see someone's name and you just like, I don't know. If it pops in your mind in any capacity, even in the smallest passing thought, send it to them. They need to know. They need to know it. That's spirit telling you they need to know this information. Anyway, y'all, I love y'all. I love y'all. I really do. I have a lot of love and I love y'all. And I appreciate y'all, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful to God. I'm thankful to my angels, my ancestors, my spirit guides. I'm thankful to my mama, to my family. I'm thankful to my friends. Thankful to all of y'all. I'm thankful to my supporters. I'm thankful to all of y'all. I thank y'all for being here, for showing up. And finally, I'm in a space where there is no one that I have to consider when I tell my truth. I don't have to consider anyone but me. And I'm going to keep it like that for the rest of my life. Ain't no, we don't talk about that. That stays at the house. That's kitchen table talk. Ain't none of that. We being open and transparent. All right. I will see y'all tomorrow. We're going to be reading tomorrow for real, for real. And I love y'all. Have a good night.